Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Today I want to have a look at this Atari Flashback 20-in-1 with an HDMI dongle. That's interesting. Apparently the remote control is actually wireless too. Yeah, so box art, pretty good. Gives you information, everything that's in there. Adventure 2, Asteroids, Atari Video Cube. What am I talking about? You can read them all right there. And yeah, so let's open this thing up. And if you can hear my family upstairs, please forgive me. You're having an excellent time up there. The kids are having a good time on the weekend like they should be. Of course, they're not too quiet. Now check out this. I love this stuff. This box, recyclable. Very good. Very good. So we got the blast control pad. Feels pretty cheap. The buttons feel good though. Reiki. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. Uh-oh. Something's happening upstairs. Anyways, I'll give her a chest now. It's a lot of fun. I've never actually tried an Atari game using a Sega controller. One thing a lot of people don't know is that Ataris could use Sega controllers. The input plug was the exact same, and it's just so, it responds very nicely. It's much better than using the joystick, less stressful. I've been spending the last half hour playing, and it's good stuff. Let's take a look, folks. Actually get the artwork from the original box. I love the original artwork that was on these systems. They looked like something from the front of a novel at the time, maybe some kind of Harlequin romance thing. But seriously, they don't do boxes in this style anymore. Let's face it, it was always really cool to go through a box of Atari games and see the different art that was on them. Nintendo definitely did not emulate this art. It's definitely something like you would have seen off of an old novel that you get uptown for a nickel back in the day. Now, I was never actually part of the Atari generation. I played Atari, but it wasn't really the main thing when I was young. Nintendo was the main thing, and by that point the market had already been completely flooded by Atari games, and all my friends had them. And I had friends that had Ataris that had huge boxes full of games, and you go through them, and you try to figure out what was up with them. You try to figure out exactly how to play them. We got some of the best games on here. We definitely don't have the best of the best, but we got a lot of options here, a lot to go for, and having all these buttons is definitely awesome. Now, of course, we got Asteroids. Asteroids is good, but it's missing an analog feel. I remember when I was playing this on the original Atari, it felt so analog. Maybe it was just something to do with having a joystick instead of a remote control. But it gives exactly what it says it gives. It is Asteroids. Very simple, very good, very beautiful, very fluent. Love this stuff. What can I say? Next up, let's have a look at Missile Command. Missile Command, of course, is the game that John Connor was playing just before he got nearly caught by the T-1000 in Terminator 2. I'm not going to give you any spoiler warnings if you haven't seen that yet. What's wrong with you? Seriously, get out there and see it. This game is freaking awesome. If I can figure out how to get it started. Yeah, there we go. The rewind feature, it's awesome. You can play the game and put the rewind on, and before it reaches 0, you hit the right button, and it'll take you back to the point that you hit rewind. But, of course, Missile Command, the idea is that you shoot missiles at missiles, and if your area of effect hits them, then you will have taken out those missiles. You want to hit those missiles before they hit the cities underneath. If all of these cities get wiped out, then you're toast. This feels perfect. This feels so good, especially with the Sega remote. I wonder if the people that made this had to talk to Sega about using their remote. You gotta say, Sega might not have been perfect, but their remotes were pretty good. Now, the original Missile Command actually used a trackball. This is the trackball for the Atari, and that's the input that Atari and Sega both shared. Anyways, the idea was you'd roll to get the cursor over to the balls, and then, bam! That's what you do. It's easy to find these in arcades that are like many mice. Remember back in the day you had your roller ball mice. It just didn't move in a certain way all the time because a sensor was worn out. It's unfortunate, but here you don't even have to worry about that. Good stuff. Okay, so honestly, Adventure is one that I never actually managed to get into very much back in the day. But playing it here, I picked up on it right away. And it was nice. Nice. You get the key, you go into the castle, you get the spear, you fight the dragon, and then, you know, you go do other things. You're supposed to get this item, and this item will do that thing, and that thing will do this other thing, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. Also, there's Adventure 2 on here, and I haven't figured out if that's a homebrew or something that was only released for the Atari 5200. Now, this game is emulating the Atari 2600, which is the Atari that everyone knows and loves for the most part. The Atari that everyone's totally used to. Here we go. Adventure 2. I swear it's a homebrew. I mean, look at that. Look at that box art. It just, it's nice, but it looks like a homebrew. And you got to admit, the art on it is different than any of the art on any of these. So I'm pretty sure it's a homebrew somebody stuck on here. And we'll just give that a quick shot. Now remember, I had to go and I had to find the dragon, right? And this one, things are a little bit different. Alright, just no key up here for me to get. That was where it was last time. Get this thing. There he is. Oh, I actually got him. If you don't get him, he will follow you off the map here. I swear I didn't see that arrow there last time. I actually killed him. Oh my goodness, he was following me around all over the map last round. Yeah, and that happens too. That happens. But it's good stuff, folks. Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Crystal Castles Adventure. I've heard of this game, but never played it. Or if I played it, it was one of those things that you didn't understand what I was supposed to do. Now imagine yourself about 4 or maybe 5 years old, going through boxes of video games, seeing what you want to play based off of what you see, slamming it into the system, and trying to figure out what the heck you're supposed to do. On some of the games it's easy. Pac-Man, hey, no problem. Crystal Castles. So that's me at the top. I'm a bear, I guess. And these heads are coming for me. So I'm supposed to do something, right? I'm not just supposed to survive. There'll be a goal. There'll be something I have to do. Now, these skulls don't exactly get you as soon as they don't kill you as soon as they get you, but I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do. Really, what am I supposed to be doing here? Is there an achievement I'm supposed to be getting? Something? Gizmo? Am I supposed to be saving the princess? I don't know. I just knew. I'm sure when I find out I'm going to feel really bad because it'll be something real simple. But seriously, imagine yourself as a kid going through a game like this trying to figure out what the heck's going on. That's Atari for you. Off the wall. I mean, I haven't seen this one. I haven't played it ever. But the art on it looks pretty cool, so it must be good, right? I wonder if perhaps it's one of those things that were never actually released in North America. Oh, I'm a ninja. That's a good place to start at. Yeah. Okay. Something gonna happen? Yeah. Okay. I break ball. Oh, this is a ball breaker game. It's a ball breaker game. Okay, this is one of the awesome parts about Atari. Learning stuff like this. You're like, oh yeah, for the first time ever. I mean, there's a game like this. I'm sure we've all played at bars or something, where you're supposed to... Brick Breaker. Yeah, it's a brick breaker game. I wonder if this is the first brick breaker game. Why is it hurting that thing on the top? That's amazing. Why did it eat through all that stuff so early? I don't know. This is Atari. Why is it waving around without hitting anything? All great Atari questions. Good stuff though. Good stuff. I'm getting a real kick out of this. Open and see what's inside. Phillips head screws, no clips all the way. That's what I'm talking about. I wish more companies would do things this way. I'm definitely very curious as to which unit has the actual processor and game system on. It doesn't look like it's on here. So I busted open the the HDMI part. I took a look and you can see it right here. It's the Monkey King 3. 2018. I believe that this is ultimately Android on a chip. Or, yeah, Android on a chip. Let's see what's on the other side. I believe this is actually Android. Now, the only information I could find is the Monkey King 3.6 was actually just a remake of the Cortex A7 processor. Yeah, a rock chip. Good stuff, huh? Games in the box. I come across pictures like this, I'll be like, okay, I have to play this. What is this, a freaking Jedi soldier dude fighting a dinosaur alien thing? Heck yeah, why not? Alright, this looks like it could be cool. Got me some lightsaber. Where are you going? What are you? Friend, foe? What? Okay. This is awesome. I've honestly never played this one before. I think I'm just supposed to attack everything. But seriously, this game system gives me the same feeling that I would get when I went to a new friend's house and went through that box of games and found, oh, what's this? And found exactly what I was looking for. Or found something totally different where I had to, like, use my imagination to figure out how to play. Man. And of course you can load and save. But without the advanced features, it seriously gives me the feeling I'm playing an Atari for the first time. Or at least maybe one of the first 5 times. I'm discovering new games, having a great time. The art, everything is really good. The controls respond like I would like. And I'm very happy with this. I'm going to keep it. But anyways, let's go down the list of what we got. We got Asteroids, Adventure, Adventure 2. I'm not even going to touch the sports games. Does anyone really care? Champion, Crystal Castles, Double Dunk, Real Sports Baseball, Off the Wall, Missile Command, Maze Craze, Haunted House, Gravatar. That's a strange one. That's an interesting one. Real Sports Tennis, My Secret Quest, or Secret Quest I should say, Skydiver, Submarine Commander, Surround, Video Chess, Video Pinball, and Video Cube. Anyways, that's it from me, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Have a good one, folks. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Always appreciate it. It helps me and the family out. Take care of each other, folks. Have a good one.